Back to KTSM 9 News today on Saturday, August 29th. That is tomorrow. There's going to be a community political forum titled Perspectives on Aztlan at Cafe Mayapan. The event marks the 56th anniversary of the historic Chicano Moratorium against the Vietnam War in Los Angeles, honoring those who lost their lives, including El Paso native and prominent journalist Ruben Salazar. Now, we have former Texas Senator Jose Rodriguez with us. You were also the El Paso County judge for 20 years here in El Paso.
County attorney.
County attorney, I'm sorry. And I knew I was going to get that wrong. It was in my head, and I knew I was going to get it wrong. Okay, so what brought about the moratorium 56 years ago?
Well, it was, as you pointed out, the disproportionate deaths taking place in Vietnam at the time amongst the Chicano soldiers. And the anger that we had, because I was part of that. I wasn't up in LA, but I participated in an event in South Texas where I grew up. We were enraged because not only Chicanos were being killed disproportionately, but because Chicanos were not being treated fairly in this country. And there was a lot of discrimination, there was a lot of exclusion, and people had all kinds of needs and they were being neglected. So as young Chicanos, we felt very strongly that we needed to protest that war. And I've certainly had a lot of friends and even relatives who participated in the Vietnam War. I didn't, but I was a student at the time. And so that was one of the reasons, and that's why we're commemorating the event, especially the fact that Ruben Salazar from El Paso was killed during that particular riot by the police. So what we're doing, and we is El Chuco Habla, which is an organization in the Segundo Barrio here that seeks to represent the interest of people in the Segundo Barrio and Chicanos everywhere. We've been protesting the policies of Donald Trump. In this time, we know the kinds of attacks that our people, Chicanos, Latinos, whatever you want to call yourself, are under in this country. Just this morning, the national news is reporting the ICE folks arresting parents at school stops in Danbury, Connecticut.
Right. And not only are they arresting them, they're waiting until the kids go inside.
Yes.
So when the kids get out of school, they don't even know that their parents have been arrested.
Right. That's exactly right. So our community, and when I mean our community, I mean our raza, Chicanos across the United States are under attack. And Aztlan is the ancestral home of the Mexica, the Aztecas. Some maps place their origin, their homeland up in Utah, for example.
Okay.
And people don't realize in our history, because it's not taught, that they made their way down to Mexico. And so those of us who are proud of our culture, of our heritage, and have the consciousness of how we were here long before the pilgrims arrived, want to continue educating our community about our contributions, about our history and our culture, so that our young people understand that they do have some value in this country.
And
we built the country.
Right. And that's one of the things that you're going to be talking about at the forum tomorrow. That is going to be from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. It's at Cafe Mayapan at 2000 Texas Avenue. And we will be putting all this information up on ktsm.com. Senator, thank you so much for coming in, and we really appreciate your work.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We'll be right back with your last look at weather and traffic. It is 6:56, KTSM 9 News Today.